only going to do a half turn or a 180. So this is the front of my mat. The length of the back of my mat is behind me. So I'm just going to go. And there's my mat. I'm going to gorilla. Right? Then I'm going to leap leopard over the left shoulder. And gorilla forward. Now, notice what makes my movement look like an animal and not like some white dude trying to do some stuff on the ground. Okay. Yes. Okay. It's slow. It's controlled. And notice how I sort of take on the animal attitude. Here would be like some guy doing it like in a CrossFit kind of just like sort of like doing these things, this kind of work is fine if you can bring a consciousness to it. Here's the consciousness. I am a gorilla. I'm moving. And I'm moving. I feel that. I feel that. If you don't come into that animal, if you don't feel that sort of prowess, you know what I'm saying? Take on the personality. That will make all the difference in the movement. The movement's simple. I walk my hands, I base my hands, I walk my feet past my hands. The movement is fundamental. But what makes it special is what you bring to it right here. That changes everything. And we could say that about all asana work, right? Because, hey, nothing special about this. Nothing special about this. But when you see somebody at a high level of awareness doing it, it becomes art, right? It becomes pretty beautiful. So the question for you is, and Iyengar said this was my favorite thing. He said, at any time, as a practitioner, you should be the artist, the scientist, and the philosopher when you practice. Thank you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Why? Because the scientist understands the principles, the architecture, the foundation. The philosopher can apply it all to their lives. And the artist can inspire other people through their practice. See, when I practice, if it inspires another person who goes, man, that's beautiful, then I'm actually contributing something. And it's not about me anymore, it's about we. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, right? So it's almost like a duty in a way for a yogi to practice so that they become an art form and an inspiration for others. So that they watch it and go, man, I want to do that. I want to experience that. So we get out of the egoic self of this is all about me. This is all about me. This is all about me. It's like, no, do your work and it becomes about all of us. Right? So when you're lazy, it affects us all. When you're when you're in self-judgment, it affects us all. When you're not doing your work, it affects us all. So there's a sort of heavy responsibility you walk around with when you say, you know what? Every action I take affects us all. So I've got to really I hold myself up to that, and that's a tough place. But I'm not perfect. So I don't want you to ever think that gurus exist. That's all bullshit. I am just as much a fuck up as anybody in this room, right? And I really want you to get that, because I say to every class, I'm not special. I'm not special. I swear to God, I am not special. I'm just like you. I have a temper. I lose my temper. I have a mouth. I do this. I'm just a guy who happens to really want to be a better person. And I do it through my work. But don't make me anything for you. I have nothing to offer you in that way. Right? I'm just doing my work. You're watching me. Here's how I do it. You want to learn how I do it? This is how I do it.
You're just a gorilla.
Just a gorilla. Thank you, Kristen. I'm just a goddamn gorilla. Okay. Here, right. And I cuss like a sailor, and I eat meat, and I smoke herb. What are you going to do? I have sex. You want to shoot me? Now I'm going to tell you. Okay? Yeah. So, just in case you're like, just in case you were like, oh my God, I'm losing all my hope in guru-ness. Well, let me just put that shit way on the ground for you. Okay. So here we go. Let's put it